Hey everyone, Strangers Wanted to be here today with finally a replay cast. Today's a ranked game of Fusou, as I'm sure you guys can see. Obviously, I have my full try-hard setup on the thing. I am. This was the first game of Fusou in ranked. Well, actually, the first game of ranked I played this series. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways. Getting on with it, obviously I'm going to be like rank 13 or something at the start of this one, so it's, and of course because I played this yesterday, it's going to be really, really bad plays overall, so don't expect much from it, but hey, I'm finally slowly starting to plow through a rank, because I do kind of want to get my DD666 after the end of this season. So anyways, what's been up with lack of content? Well, I'm just not going to make any excuses and tell you I'm kind of sorry for that, and hey, you know, keep bitching at me and maybe I'll actually get up off my ass and, you know, make more content! Hey, I know, right? Anyways, hopefully I can get some wall carpets so that the terrible acoustics in my current room can be kind of alleviated a bit. But yeah, hopefully once that's done, I'll get back to actually, you know, streaming. Anyway, starting off, it's a pretty standard ranked game. I'm deciding at this point, screw it. I mean, first game, let's just play it safe. Let's just head towards A, the usual meta. You can see Nürnberg and Natsuharu don't seem to be having similar thoughts about that. I don't think Nürnberg's going to do too well there, but definitely in this kind of matchmaking, with me and a Fusou and only the enemy having Fusou and Bayern, I could definitely go south towards Bravo and actually provide some fire support there. Anyways, first enemy target spotted, and obviously I'm spotted as well because Fusou concealment is absolutely terrible. Not like it really matters because you have insane armor to make up for that. Definitely for tier 6 your armor is pretty good. Having not played this game for a while, I completely derped my first salvo. It went into the absolute middle of Jackwall nowhere. But I see an enemy Cleveland, and that's definitely my priority to geschossen. Slowing down my ship a little bit just to make sure I dodge the shells. Unfortunately, the Cleveland does go conceal, and I see both of the destroyers were temporarily spotted there. Ataro has decided he's going to smoke. He's kind of taking a bit of a hammering. So I'm going to prioritize on shooting on the destroyers because I feel reasonably confident on my aim now that I've missed the first Fusou completely because, well, I mean, I haven't played this shit that much, but, you know, I'm not a complete twat. I do kind of know how to shoot. Slightly underleaded, but I do still manage to pick up 2 hits on his tail. Atsuharu is almost dead. I didn't really expect much of him, but he has at least delayed their Bravo cap a little bit, so if we can pick up their ships and pick up the kills, we can definitely make something out of this game. Unfortunately, because I slowed down there, I didn't really have that good shots anymore, so hey, I'm a little bit out of... I guess you can say I'm a little bit out of position. This Bayern is reversing. Playing without track select the target turned on really helps you detect this kind of stuff pretty early. I seem to see a lot of weird reversing Bayerns like this, but anyways, for me, I don't really want to shoot at a Bayern, I don't really want to shoot at a Fusou, because these are not the easiest targets in the world to get. Plus they have 3 cruisers, so picking up the cruisers, you know, the squishier targets earlier, the better it is. And as you can see now, he's going forwards again. You just need to look at the, the funnels. Because I wanted to make a hard turn, I didn't really get a shot at that. And because the Fusou just went conceal, I didn't get a shot at that either. Unfortunately, I don't think I have expert marksman, so I don't, you know, my turrets can't track a target while I'm full turning, which is a little bit unfortunate, but, yeah, hi, good morning. I hope you have a good day, sir. So that Gasper is, well, not there anymore. Poor guy. Gaspers are not that easy to Citadel, so I definitely got pretty lucky. I want to black this Anshan because I don't like destroyers, and I want to, you know, farm damage off them because, hey, the better, you know, the more damage I get off them, the better it is. Yeah, and pick up 1 hit, which is going to help us because chipping on destroyer health is always nice to do. And I've deleted one of their cruisers, so it kind of starts to push some pressure on the enemies. Not like I really think there's much pressure to put on these guys because a lot of them have been selling broadside the entire goddamn game. Basically still a full HP Fusou, he's not really going too fast, so I'm going to take a shot right at the tip of his bow. I think I overlaid it slightly if I wanted to get the shots into his Citadel area, and you can see the dispersion comes at the front of his ship, but it wouldn't really have mattered because none of the shells went anywhere near his waterline Citadel anyways, so, you know, hey, meh, screw life. Anyways, with our Bayern basically wanting to commit suicide, I might as well stick around a little bit behind him and see if I can't pick up a bit more damage. Really want to shoot the Cleveland, but this Fusou is still broadside on, so, you know, getting a deletion of him would be kind of nice. Unfortunately, my situation awareness wasn't that good with the island, so one of my turrets do derp the island, screw that island in particular. one Citadel, which is completely random, +1 will overpen, the rest of them all fly over. If my shells had gotten good dispersion, I potentially could have been a complete deletion. Not really something you expect off a Fusou anyways, because it's not the easiest thing to Citadel in the world. But hey, chipping off the Fusou is nice, but, you know, Cleveland's in the open now and he's shooting, so I do want to try to prioritize dealing damage to him. Clevelands are dangerous targets overall. Well, dangerous. Clevelands are valuable targets overall because, one, they're cruisers, and two, you know, cruisers are kind of squishy, so you kind of want to deal with them. Anyways, I know that these are the Anshan torpedoes, so I'm not really worried about them even reaching me, so I'm just going to sail off in ahead a little bit sideways because I don't really care too much. Outsider shows up there, and, you know, that definitely confirms that those torpedoes aren't going to reach me, and there you go, they expire in front of me. Take a pot shot at the Hatsuharu. Unfortunately, he does turn in, so he dodges himself a lot of it because my aim is terrible. Graspe is shooting at me. I don't really care too much. It's a Graspe. He's not going to do too much to me. Low AP damage is a bit unfortunate. I do want to keep my guns facing on the Hatsuharu, but I'm kind of expecting the Nürnberg group over there just to absolutely rape his back end and, you know, wipe him off the face of the earth. I definitely want to try to line an Anshan shot, but he's going to get behind the island before I'm able to take it. Right now, the Hatsuharu does actually survive, so I did make a bit of a mistake there in not finishing off the Hatsuharu. Trying to take a punt at him there, but I miss, and I'm thinking, like, that guy's definitely going to get away, isn't he? But thankfully, because of the fact that our Hatsuharu set a fire on him that he didn't manage to put out, he does actually go down, which is very good for us. So now the enemies are in a ship disadvantage, although our Bayern doesn't seem to be having too good of a day either. Especially not after he takes 2 of the Graf Speer torpedoes, which is kind of interesting. Graf Speer does actually have pretty good torpedoes, and a lot of people don't expect that they have 8 kilometers because the rest of the German battleships are stuck with 6. But I do pick up a 13k salvo off the enemy Bayern, so I'm pretty confident that we can defeat the enemy Bayern without taking too much here. Unfortunately, our Bayern fails to knock out theirs, so I pretty much have to put the finishing shot on that. 783 health, so basically just need to hit him once with an HE shell that pens, and that's target down. Anyways, he wants to shoot my broadside. I only managed to get the 4 of my turrets off before I want to continue doing the full turn, so there you go. I do manage to finish him off. Got to stop the armor piercing again and just head back towards the middle of the map. There's absolutely no reason for me whatever to stick my nose around here. And Comrade Obvious in the chat is doing Jack knows what, but meh, this is what you expect from ranked. People that think they know what they're doing are talking random shit. That was in fact Hatsuharu, almost suicided on B, lucky not to get away. He should have died if the enemy team was halfway competent and had pushed him down. Anyways, I see that the Fusou is deciding he wants to angle, so loading AP is not really going to help me there, so I'm going to swap back to high explosives while waiting for my turrets to turn into somewhere I want them. Farragut's engaging the Anshan in upfront combat, and he's got the health to beat him, so hopefully he can take him down, and he does, which means there's just 2 enemy ships left, and it's time to push back into it. Again, this kind of a rank, you don't really expect much from teammates, so you pretty much have to make sure that you focus on destroyers, deal with destroyers first, then deal with cruisers, then deal with the battleships. Spamming HE at the Graf Speer doesn't really matter, I don't really care. The rest of my team are all cruisers, so the damage that I see in front of me is pretty much all of mine to farm alone. Managed to pick up a pretty heavy HE salvo on him, 5 hits, no fire, which is a little bit unfortunate. Without much to talk about, let's just speed up a little bit, just so I can get back into a position to shoot at something. Watching our Graspe almost die, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate, but we are points advantage, we're ships advantage, so, and, you know, I'm here, so I don't really feel worried about it at all. Gonna spam an HE salvo at the Fusou and then instantly swap back to AP, because Mr. Broadside seems to want to continue staying Mr. Broadside, so I wouldn't mind trying to punish that. And again, 5 HE shell hits, 5k damage, no fire, because, hey, my luck. Anyone who's watched, well, I don't know if how many people may have watched that Aaron stream where I got really bitchy about my Fusou fire RNG. Anyways, Fusou unfortunately disappears from vision, so now we only have this Graf Speer to shoot at. No reason not to shoot at him, but strangers, please learn to fucking aim. You're drunk, holy shit. You can kind of see how pissed off I am at my absolutely horrendously bad aim right there. Fusou decided he's going to in-turn the torpedoes, and Graf Speer's kind of vanished. I'm expecting Graf Speer torpedoes coming in, so I'm going to launch my plane just to keep the Graf Speer spotted. He's not really providing the world's best target at that kind of an angle, but I don't care. I don't care about this one single torpedo either. I'm not even going to bother dodging it, because hey, I'm in a goddamn Fusou, full HP. I just want to keep my guns in. I'm never going to be able to dodge that, and I made the mistake of actually, turning into, take it on the belt instead of, take it on the stern instead of the belt. Not like Fusou has that great belt. I mean, personally, I don't care enough, so I'm just going to, YOLO right through this. Broadside Fusou, getting a little bit greedy. I know that I can get safe from the second torpedo salvo because, he's not really in a position to do much to me due to the angle of it. And even if I do take it with the enemy Fusou sitting there broadside like that, what the hell. But people behind me seem to be taking these torpedoes because of an amazing fight of good smoke that's really causing more harm blocking vision than actually being useful for us. Enemy Grasp is off in the distance now, but he's kind of like being in and out of vision, so if I plow through the smoke screen, I will be able to shoot him. For the moment, I kind of want to plow through and kill the Grasp before I shoot at this Fusou. And there he is, kind of broadside on as well. I don't know what's up with people wanting to sit broadside, but for some god knows what reason, I'm spamming high explosives. Did manage to actually knock out the Fusou's number 1 turret, and you can see if I'm deciding I'm going to spam high explosives, I'm going to target specifically his bow, because that's an area I can penetrate for full damage. Pretty much hoping the rest of the team can knock out the enemy's Fusou, who manages to derp an AP salvo into, well, not even the same continent as me at this range. Seeing that he's put the fires out, I'm just going to target his back end. I underlead a little bit, so I don't actually manage to hit what I want to. But I can see that he's not aiming at me right now, so I'm just going to aim for his bow with my AG shell, see if I can pick up some more damage and another fire. Not at all worried about a Grasp bear that far off. I've ordered my secondaries to shoot at that. Again, not like it matters at all. Going to instantly trigger my heal, and I know there's going to be Grasp bear torpedoes in, and there you go. You can see, obvious torpedoes are absolutely bloody obvious. And this Fusou behind me is on fire, so I'm just going to keep on turning and see if I can't pick up some more damage off him. Secondaries are having a go at him, and I've got 2 fires on him, so if no one else can get a salvo off, I'm going to pick up the kill. Now, my game just exploded, but it literally doesn't matter. I don't have the post-battle results screens, so hey, you pretty much just have to see what I had there in terms of damage. It wasn't really that special of a game. 120 game at K and a Fusou at this kind of a rank is kind of what you'd expect. If you don't, it's nothing too special. That's why I don't have the post-battle results screens. Plus, a lot of this was just farming up the battleship and the Fusou and Grasp at the end. So hey, nothing really special in the gameplay at this tier either. It's pretty much just brute force carry, focus destroyers, get the destroyers down, then brute force carry. Hopefully I can provide some more ranked gameplay later on, but hey, we shall see. Hope you guys at least enjoyed this one, and hopefully if I'm not going to be too lazy about my life, maybe I'll put up some more YouTube content, or maybe potentially even the stream. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.